We had a crazy one where we had like keys that we knew were going to be the objective to get onto the bus, and during the show the audience decided which pocket this person would have put the keys in, which became important because that person's body did become separated. So it became necessary to make a choice.
Welcome to the Character Sheet, your home for all things TTRPG and fantasy news. And today we have two amazing guests to talk about a very different kind of actual play. We have George Primavera and Angela, make sure I say this right, Giarratana, or am I dropping a vowel?
Almost got it, Giarratana.
Giarratana, all right. From, of course, Smosh fame, and if you've watched this channel, you know her from our coverage of SwordAF several years ago. But now we're here to talk about something new, a very exciting actual play called We're All Gonna Die. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I guess the first big question for people that have not seen it, because it's really an interesting concept to explain, what is We're All Gonna Die?
Yeah, let's jump right into it. We're All Gonna Die uses primarily like the Dread tabletop RPG system, which basically involves a wooden block tower that you then pull out blocks to resolve action, to avoid danger, and that's how you push the story forward, is basically by each beat where a character might have death at the doorstep or something threatening them physically. Blocks are pulled to avoid that character's death. If they knock the tower over by accident, they die. They can also choose to fail pulls, or in our game, we have a time limit that we start instituting. If they don't place the last block in time, they can fail an action, which doesn't come with death, but does come with some kind of consequence, either for the party or for them. And then, of course, the heroic sacrifice mechanic, which is when you knock the tower over voluntarily, declaring that it is a heroic sacrifice, pushing the forward story spectacularly forward, but sacrificing your character in the process. We're All Gonna Die uses that mechanical system that to basically create like a live theater cinema experience that is some of the craziest energy in a room I have ever felt, especially playing a tabletop role-playing game. The way that the block tower starts to get skeletal and the tension rises just in the room is palpable. And we are so lucky to be able to be working with Smosh with their incredible pool of talent, with amazing improvisers and storytellers, to be able to create a unique and super gripping show every single time. Angela can talk more about how brilliant the Smosh cast is at improvisation and also having those genuine moments. But like from my time DMing stuff, both for Dungeons and Dragons and for other TTRPG systems in this game master position, I've gotten to see some of the best moments I've ever gotten to witness around tables during these shows. It's been so much fun.
Oh, yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Retweet. No, but it also just goes right back to George. We've been working with George for like a year or two now, and it's just been we're starting to like have such a group mind, and George knows how to like truly, he knows all of us so well, and he knows how to like character build with us, and it's just been a really cool thing that's just continuing to grow. So yeah.
That's amazing. And so it's very, I guess for Smosh fans, it's very similar to the Zombies versus Smosh series that came out about a year or so ago. But like, how did you get involved, Angela? And what was that first pitch like when you first heard this kind of to someone that's never seen the Dread system before, a kind of insane sounding concept? Like, how did that get pitched to you, and how did you guys get involved?
Do you mean for the live show version?
Yes,
or
for the live show.
Yeah. So I think it was already kind of understandable that we had to, once we were doing the campaigns, the Smosh versus Aliens and all those campaigns out on the channel, it was kind of inevitable that at some point we were going to have to do this live, because I think no matter what, this format of the game leads so well to like the being in the room. And I think we noticed that when we were filming this for Smosh videos, it had a different energy than our D&Ds, where like it is like you're touching glass, and everyone in the room, like when someone makes a spill or something, and that there's just like this immediacy that's happening in the room that on the video, when you watch it back, is still really cool. But when you're in the room watching live as someone like is about to like make an absolute mess, there is something that's so cool about it. So I remember when George and John Madison came to me being like, we want to do this live, and we want to see how, and we want to iron out the kinks, and then we want to like really do this thing. And immediately I was on board because it was so undeniable that it would hit so well live, especially with now the timer element they added and just the audience being able to be a part of it in a big way. So
in a literal way too. We've had a couple of
physical way.
audience members come up on stage to be a part of the story at the ends of some of these shows, or all of these shows you'll have to see. But yeah, it's been such a blast to feel the energy in the room, like on a larger scale. Angela's right. In the room when we play the Smosh versus games for recording, like the crew's gasping, you know, and it's crazy. And to amplify that by, you know, I don't know what the math would be, but to amplify that by upwards of like 15 times the amount of people and the amount of tension in the room, it is, yeah, really palpable.
And what's cool is it feels like we're focusing rather than like from what, just from what role-playing games I've played, it's more like I'm not focused down like on my character sheet, but I'm up and I'm looking at the tower, and so is the audience. So it kind of feels like we're connecting more rather than me being separate from the audience and like kind of being inward about my character. We're all focused on the physical tower, so it's really fun.
Really makes it great for on the stage too. Yeah.
That's an amazing point, because we've interviewed Damien a few times way back in the SwordAF days, and he was talking about how that was one of his reasons for not wanting like character sheets and like battle maps on the table for SwordAF, because it kept you guys more engaged with each other. But do you think, given how the game kind of plays out, that SwordAF or something like Betrayal Legacy prepared you a little bit better for We're All Gonna Die?
Oh, 100%. I think totally. I think working on SwordAF had me realize, it brought me back to like some of the improv lessons I learned, but like improv that's kind of different, but works for role-playing games, where it was like, the bigger my heart is at the table, the more like leverage and more like volume we're going to have, like with the character arcs. And I learned that with SwordAF playing Bug. It was like, oh, if I care and my character wants something, that is like so much easier to build a fire with. And that's what I felt like I directly got to bring into Dread, is like, sure, I care about the tower, but I also have to care about the characters around the tower. And then that's going to make the tower matter so much, because who are these characters to this Jenga tower? But if I really want my brother, who is playing this character, to live, then this tower means life or death for my brother. And that's what's been really cool about it.
Oh my God. So well said. That's it.
And then I guess, George, for you, like you've gone, like you both have had these very interesting, like actual play paths now, but how does this compare? Because we've talked to the Critical Role cast a lot on this channel, and like it feels like they will bring a very different energy to the shooting than something like Smosh will to one of their shoots. So like, what is the difference between sitting down for something like Reslayer's Take and then like getting thrown into the mix with something like We're All Gonna Die, and not only just with at Smosh and with like the Smosh talent, but now with a live show?
Yeah. I'll say Reslayer's Take was a lot of very intense lore, and like, you know, we're working in Exandria, which is one of the most iconic fantasy worlds that exists now. It's like really up in that upper echelon. So we were taking a lot of really careful beats to like be really precious with the material, because we wanted to honor it, but also being able to carve our own spot out so that we didn't step on too many toes and we didn't make too much of a splash. But in the Smosh Versus series and in the We're All Gonna Die series, we've kind of thrown this idea of like keeping a clean cannon to the wind, and we really stick to that thing of like each one is its own story. We're All Gonna Die differs from Smosh Versus in that all of the episodes, while standalone in their like immediacy, you don't need to see one to understand what's going on in the other. There is an overarching lore build that watchers of all of the shows will start to pick up on, which is very easy to seed and have fun with. I also think that just because the style of Reslayer's Take is so different, right? It's like a bunch of people role playing in front of microphones, really trying to go for that audiobook final result. This is so untethered. It's so free. It's I think more natural to how I typically DM. Like I feel more at home, like vibing with people and rolling off of their instincts, and that can get slowed down a little bit when you're doing something that is such an intense post-production process attached to it. So it's been I mean, just freeing is the word to be able to be up on stage. And I mean, like, truly, with the casts that we've had, and John would attest to this as well, we're never nervous before a show. We as the DM, NPC, people behind the show feel so taken care of by the players because we know that they're going to follow instincts that bring us to interesting, unexpected places while also still taking those story hints that like are hooks that like nobody is turning down the obvious plot hook. You know, everybody is on board with we're trying to tell a story this evening. Winning is a secondary kind of reward for just the perfect story that we can tell in that night.
No, that's amazing. And then part of it all has been like, there's been some amazing clips out there. One of featuring what appears to be the world's like ricketiest cocktail table holding up the Dread Tower, which leading to Angela just being like, you know what, just knock my character unconscious. But given how character focused and how sort of like interaction focused this actual play is there, and I guess I'll start with Angela, is there like a couple of like a dream cast you'd want to, like maybe some Smosh members you haven't had a chance to play with yet, or just someone you'd really want to get on the set for one of these for another episode of We're All Gonna Die?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just getting cooler and cooler. What's so fun about this is it feels like a full campaign in like literally 2 hours. So it does feel like I want every version of every Smosh combination of the cast.
Yeah.
But like ultimately I keep telling George, I just want to get in there as an NPC so I can just be an agent of chaos, because when I'm playing, I'm like, we have to tell the full story and we need an arc. But I do love just making a mess and not having to clean it up. And I can't wait to do that, because also I'll say what I'm obsessed with about We're All Gonna Die is it's really like pulling at my theater girl heartstrings, which is just like doing like, I don't know. Nick in our last show, 2 shows ago or 3 shows ago, did a full dance.
Nick Williams did a full
dance.
choreographed dance piece. It was his Footloose in the Woods. He had made it happen.
It was so in the moment, and it was so like not pushed. And then when music and lights, Dynasty Typewriter added these awesome lights, and we had like haze, and you're like, oh my God, all of a sudden I'm at like a drag show or a musical, but we're also watching role playing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's so fun in that way. So I just want to get in there as an NPC and jump out of weird doors that didn't exist.
The dance sequences it's been more than one session that we've had like a full dance break. Somebody, Courtney,
yes, I forgot about Courtney's.
Didn't even know about Nick's dance, which I also want to do like a suit up dance moment and just have a it's been so fun to incorporate like these live theater elements that are just like, I mean, I think we're like 1 or 2 shows away from a song. You know what I mean? Like we're dancing around. When's the music coming? You know what I mean? I keep
telling George I want to put an a cappella group on a trip.
I'm like a Gregorian chant, an a cappella group. Like there's 100 different things you could do without even a band. You know what I mean? So I think one of the most interesting things about We're All Gonna Die is getting to experiment with like the dramaturgy of it all. And like, I might be confusing that term for study of theater. I mean like the sound effect elements and the visual elements, getting to experiment with like theatrical effects is such a fun thing for a TTRPG. It's like getting a whole new range of like, you can play with lights. Okay, yeah, let's get a lighting cue when this thing kills this guy. It's just really a treat. Dynasty Typewriter is amazing at making that experience happen.
And I guess I think the last really big question here is still like, where do people go to see this? How can they see the show? How can they get involved? Like where is the next show, and how can they show up and watch?
Oh my gosh, it's live.smosh.com. That's the digital ticket. You got to go check it out there. The season pass is also at a discounted price. So if you want to see them all and you see one and you like it, you can upgrade to a season pass as well. And if you're in Los Angeles and you want to come see it live at the Hayworth, at Dynasty at the Hayworth, Dynasty Typewriter on Wilshire, it is an incredible show. So fun live. It sells out every time, but you got a little bit of time to get your tickets probably before it does sell out. Can't recommend more highly trying to be there in person, but the digital
It's
ticket
so cool.
is amazing.
There's a Dynasty typewriter ghost in one of these shows. I think it's going to show up.
It's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna knock the tower over, but it's gonna.
Yeah.
I will say, if live.smosh.com doing the digital ticket through Dynasty, we've done a really incredible job of making that as immersive as possible. I think we're doing handheld steady cam shots down the audience, which the audience live can see on like some monitors to see what the live is looking like, but like that is an experience that we have really built for the online audience to feel as involved as possible. There are little polls that go up where you can influence the story live during the show. That's something we've started. We had a crazy one where we had like keys that we knew were going to be the objective to get onto the bus. And during the show, the audience decided which pocket this person would have put the keys in, which became important because that person's body did become separated. So it became necessary to make a choice. But, really cool digital enhancement from the audience there. So go check out live.smosh.com. If you can't see it in person, it's just as good of a show. And you'll have it all the way through December to watch it anytime you want.
Oh, amazing. And I think we like to end all these with like a little lightning round. Little fun time, a couple of questions to end things on a fun note. And I think for this lightning round, it's only appropriate we play a game of an actual play or an actual play. And that is, you just tell me if this is the name of an actual play character or the name of an actual NFL play.
An NFL play? Okay. Oh, wild. Okay.
All right. What do we got here? Oh, we got 7 of these. We'll start off and you can both answer. Number 1, Lonesome Polecat.
That is a NFL play.
Angela, thoughts?
Whatever George says.
Lonesome Polecat is an NFL play.
Yeah, okay. I might actually be okay at this, I think. Let me see. Hold on.
Next up, Bar Buddy.
Bar Buddy. I'm going to go with an actual play.
Yeah, actual play.
Bar Buddy is a Dimension 20 character.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Got
It's a character.
All right. See, you're nailing these. Next one, Coach Daybreak.
I know that's an actual play character. It's got to be.
That is a Dimension 20 character.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I love these. We've got Felix Flick.
Oh, I think. What do you think, Angela?
I think that's a play.
I think it's an NFL play too. I think so too.
Felix Flick is an actual play character.
Oh shoot! Dang, the Flick.
Wow.
You got that. That's very good. You got me.
Right. Beastquake.
Beastquake,
which also sounds like a great energy drink.
Yes, it does. I think that's an NFL play. Beastquake. I think that's like a blitz or something.
That feels like a blitz.
It feels like a blitz. It's a blitz.
Yep. Beastquake, I believe, was what they called a Marshawn Lynch isolation run in the NFL.
Nice. Marshawn. I was just watching a Brooklyn Nine-Nine with him on it. That's awesome.
2 more. We've got the Fail Mary.
Fail Mary? I mean, the Hail Mary is an NFL play.
Yeah.
Y'all could be tricky as hell.
Yeah, I feel like this is Dimension 20.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Angela and say actual play character.
Fail Mary is an NFL play.
No! Angela! I trusted you.
I told you not to.
And the very last one, Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Oh, that's crazy. Both?
Both?
Is
Definitely
it a both?
NFL.
I will say, while there might be an NFL play that I'm unaware of, Itsy Bitsy Spiders from Dimension 20's Twisted Fairy Tale season.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great.
What a good game. That's a really great game.
Thank you both for your time. You are the 2 best guests whose last names sound like something paired together you would pay $50 for, like an LA Trattoria.
Just
like,
2 Italians in Los Angeles.
Just the Primavera Giarratana. Like the minestrone was dicey, but the Primavera Giarratana was.
It's so good, Pete.
But guys, we will have the link down here for Live Smosh, so you can make sure that you watch this. It's one of the craziest things I've seen. I know you're going to love it. George and Angela, thank you so much for your time. Viewers at home, do the liking and the subscribing, and we'll be back with more Fantasy TTRPGs next time.
Thanks,
Well,
Pete.
more
Bye,
fantasy
everybody.
TTRPG news. I can say words.
Yeah.
Yay! We'll fix it in post, and then I probably won't because I'm a very lazy editor.
That is correct.
All right, thanks everybody. Bye.